She was an actress with big potential. Then Brittany Murphy died young. Well, now a new HBO Max documentary is looking into the star's troubled final years.
Brittany, please come back.
She's a Scorpio. What else do you need to know?
I'm a double Scorpio.
Double Scorpio.
She evidently collapsed in the back.
Ashton Kutcher has just switched sides on Diddy, and now he's reportedly ready to drop some serious proof tying Diddy to Brittany Murphy's mysterious death. Listen up. Ever since rumors started swirling about the feds reopening Brittany's case, things have been looking really bad for Diddy. And if that wasn't enough, word is that one of Diddy's closest allies might be gearing up to turn against him. So buckle up, because what I'm about to share is going to...
A little dip she was having, he came along. And I think that's where her judgment was muddled, and she became prey.
Simon said that he was the largest collector of Vermeer, dated Elle Macpherson and Madonna. He said that he had been dying from terminal brain cancer and that he had bought an experimental treatment derived from the fins of sharks. Every single word out of his mouth was a lie.
We all were scared and freaked out. Like, who was this guy?
Once they got married, they were holed up in that house 24/7.
Nobody got close to her.
to blow your mind. Now, Diddy has been dominating headlines ever since his arrest last September, and the details emerging are getting darker by the day. So far, the music mogul is facing a long list of serious charges: trafficking, racketeering, transporting people for prostitution, and forcing labor under horrific conditions. And with his trial officially kicking off this month, things are just heating up even more. More alleged victims keep coming forward, and everyone is digging deep into Diddy's past, trying to uncover any warning signs they might have missed, especially about the circle of people he kept around him. One name that keeps coming up: Ashton Kutcher. If you just woke up to this news, you might not immediately connect Ashton with Diddy, but the two have actually been tight for years, even though Ashton's attitude shifted after Diddy's arrest. According to OK Magazine, their friendship dates back to the early 2000s, and they hit it off right away. Ashton even opened up about their early days during a 2019 episode of Hot Ones, calling their relationship pretty weird. He said it all started because of Punk'd. Diddy told him, "Yo, you can't punk me." Ashton replied, "I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table." That was the moment their friendship kicked off. From there, they started, hanging out regularly, even catching football games together. But now, with Diddy's legal issues under the spotlight, people are definitely side-eyeing the company he kept, especially since, for years, both Diddy and Ashton Kutcher have been linked to the mysterious and sudden death of Brittany Murphy. Brittany's shocking death back in 2009 sent waves through Hollywood. But even now, there are so many unanswered questions about what really happened. Reports say Brittany collapsed in the bathroom of the home she shared with her husband, Simon Monjack, and her mother, Sharon Murphy. When things went south, it was Sharon who called 911, and Brittany was rushed to Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles. But heartbreakingly,
Fire Department 97, what's the address of the emergency?
1895 Rising Glen Road.
What's the phone number you're calling from? Tell me exactly what happened.
Oh, somebody's passed out.
Somebody what?
My daughter's passed out. They're doing mouth to mouth. Please get your friend,
Okay,
please.
okay. All right, we're going to. How old is your daughter?
She's 30. Please hurry.
She's 30.
she never made it. The official story back then was that Brittany died from pneumonia. But honestly, that explanation never sat right with a lot of people. Friends of Brittany later spoke up, saying she confided in them that she felt like she was being watched. And, get this, she even suspected she was being slowly poisoned. Creepy, right? Even more chilling are the disturbing parallels between Brittany's death and the 2018 death of Kim Porter, Diddy's ex and mother of 3 of his kids. Just like Brittany, Kim reportedly told those close to her that she feared for her life in the weeks before she died. And the LA County coroner ruled her cause of death as, wait for it, lobar pneumonia. Yep, the exact same cause listed on Brittany's autopsy. Are we really supposed to believe that two young, seemingly healthy women just happened to die of the same rare type of pneumonia, both terrified for their lives? Because honestly, a lot of people think that's way too much of a coincidence. What's even more suspicious? Kim Porter was allegedly working on a tell-all book and was supposedly gearing up to expose some serious dirt on Diddy, possibly even cooperating with the feds. And then, bam, she dies under mysterious circumstances. And then there's Brittany's husband, Simon Monjack, who didn't want an autopsy done, which raised huge red flags. Legally, he couldn't stop it, so the coroner went ahead anyway and ruled her death accidental, citing pneumonia, anemia, and multiple drug intoxication as causes. But that didn't bring closure, especially since Simon himself died just months later, also from pneumonia and anemia, in the very same house. Now, here's where things get seriously weird. ABC News reported that the coroner's office initially refused to reveal what substances were found in Brittany's system, adding fuel to the fire of suspicion. Simon downplayed everything in an interview with People, saying she was only on some herbal remedies, period meds, and cough syrup. Nothing dangerous, nothing that could have sped up her heart. But fans weren't buying it. Something felt off. And it didn't help that Brittany's mom, Sharon, backed up Simon's story, insisting Brittany never did drugs or drank alcohol. Sharon even floated the idea that Brittany might have had an undiagnosed heart condition. But what really raised eyebrows was that Brittany had apparently been saying for weeks before her death that she felt like she was being poisoned. Yep, poisoned. It gets even darker. Brittany was reportedly paranoid, telling friends she was scared someone was out to get her. She even installed fingerprint recognition locks and CCTV cameras in her home. That's not something you do unless you genuinely fear for your life. Then, the mold theory surfaced. After Brittany died, whispers spread that the Hollywood Hills home was infested with toxic mold. Both Simon and Sharon suddenly claimed maybe mold killed her. But here's the kicker. When investigators requested mold testing to confirm, they refused. If they truly believed mold was the cause, why block the inspection? Doesn't make sense, right? Pathologist Dr. Richard Shepard dismissed the mold theory altogether, saying there was no evidence of fungi in Brittany's lungs or bloodstream. So that's out. But Brittany's intense fear of poisoning? That's very much still on the table, painting a terrifying picture. In her final months, she reportedly became increasingly paranoid, avoiding food and drinks from certain places, because she believed someone was trying to harm her. She even told close friends that powerful Hollywood figures were watching her, people with bad intentions. And then there's her husband, the man right at the center of all this. Older, controversial, and frankly, giving off all the wrong vibes. They met when Brittany was just 17, and Simon's reputation was already full of red flags, accusations of fraud, manipulation, and shady behavior. Many of Brittany's friends were convinced he was taking advantage of her, and looking back, it's hard not to wonder if they were right. The HBO documentary, What Happened? Brittany Murphy claimed Simon was a con artist who contributed to her death. Brittany's friend, actress Kathy Nimmey, says during one of Brittany's rough patches, Simon swooped in and preyed on her. Everyone was scared and freaked out, wondering who this guy even was. Here's a shocking claim. Simon said he dated Elle Macpherson and Madonna. He even claimed he was dying from terminal brain cancer and bought an experimental treatment made from shark fins. Every single word out of Simon's mouth was a complete lie. Their relationship was strange, isolating, and, honestly, potentially, dangerous. And don't forget, he died just 5 months after Brittany in that exact same house under eerily similar circumstances. Pneumonia and anemia again. Guys, there's just way too much here that doesn't add up. From the secrecy, the paranoia, to the matching causes of death, whatever was going on behind closed doors, it was far from a simple tragic accident. Something much darker was definitely at play. Okay, pause for a sec and really think about this. What are the chances, seriously, that two relatively healthy adults living under the same roof both drop dead from the exact same cause, just months apart? Like, come on, that's not just tragic, that's straight up suspicious. And when the whole mold theory got completely shut down, that's when this story took a dark and twisted turn. Fast forward a few years, and Brittany Murphy's dad, Angelo Barilotti, wasn't buying the official story at all. He went rogue and hired a private lab to dig deeper. And what they found? Absolutely chilling. We're talking sky-high levels of heavy metals in Brittany's hair, the kind you'd find in rat poison or insecticide. Angelo outright said he believes his daughter was murdered. But wait, why didn't the original autopsy catch any of this? Experts say the coroner's office never even tested for poisoning. Why? Because no one thought to suggest it. Except, Brittany literally told people she was terrified of being poisoned. She was begging to be taken seriously, and no one listened. Now add this. Sharon and Simon, Brittany's mom and husband, were blocking investigations left and right. That doesn't just smell fishy, it screams full-blown cover-up. And Brittany's mom, who lived with them and claimed to be super close to Brittany, her behavior after Brittany's death had people whispering non-stop. Rumors flew that after Brittany died, Sharon and Simon got way too close for comfort. Like, weirdly close. Then, boom, Simon dies too, and Sharon immediately sells the house and drops the entire mold theory like it never existed. No calls for deeper investigation, no pushing for answers, just poof, it's done. I mean, if your daughter died under totally bizarre circumstances, wouldn't you be demanding the truth? So why wasn't she screaming for justice? And this is where the Hollywood tea really starts boiling. Some fans believe Sharon and Simon were hiding something massive, but others think Brittany had even more powerful enemies. Allegedly, Brittany was blacklisted for refusing to play along with the Hollywood game, the one supposedly involving Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. Yeah, that Diddy. So, how was Brittany connected to all this? Let's rewind a bit. Remember her whirlwind romance with Ashton Kutcher? They started dating in 2002 after filming Just Married. Rumor has it they were even engaged because they were spotted wearing matching rings. But plot twist, they split after just 5 months. Why? Allegedly, Ashton cheated on Brittany with none other than Demi Moore, who, guess what, was also reportedly a guest at Diddy's parties. And y'all, the timeline is shady AF. Ashton went public with Demi right after he and Brittany broke up. Like, what are the chances? But buckle up. It gets even darker. Fresh speculation now suggests Brittany, just like Kim Porter, may have found out way too much about what really happened at those parties. Ashton's alleged actions have become a huge part of this messy puzzle. And yes, there are anonymous insiders saying they've already handed over this info straight to the feds. Could Brittany have uncovered something so damaging that it made her a target? Was she silenced to keep the truth hidden?